Hi guys, welcome back. So I'm back on YouTube, which feels very weird. I haven't filmed on the camera in probably a month, 2 months, like a long time, and so I am very happy to be back. I am so excited for you to see what I've got coming up content wise. So welcome back to the videos. Anyway, so today's video is going to be a favourites video. I'm going to share with you all of the things that I've been loving the past month or two when I haven't been online. I haven't really shown you what I've been loving. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let's get to it. Also, I dyed my hair. It's now dark. It now matches my eyebrows and I love it. I feel very me, so very happy by it. Let's get into it. Okay, so I'm going to start with entertainment because let's be honest, I've been needing a lot of entertainment since I've not been working for like a month. First up, I watched Umbrella Academy with my boyfriend, which I was skeptical of at first. The fantasy kind of magic, I don't really know what genre it would be, is not usually my kind of thing. Now, I was like, you know what, I'll give it a go, we'll see whether I like it. And there's now a poster up on my wall of the show because I love it that much. It's so good, so I would definitely recommend watching it because it's probably one of my favourite things that I've watched in a very long time. Now you'll gather here that I am very much a TV show person. I love watching films, but I've really got to be in the mood to watch them. I've got to have that attention span, which, let's be honest, I don't have all the time. So yes, TV shows are much my thing. I watched a series called Clickbait, which I thought was probably one of the best series I've seen in a long time. Now, I'll read you the description of the show. When family man Nick Brewer is abducted in a crime with a sinister online twist, those closest to him race to uncover who's behind it and why. Now, usually these kind of shows, I'm a bit like, are they gonna go a bit like too far with it? Are they gonna be like, is it gonna be a bit much? And you're like, ugh. But I thought this one was really good. There were things that I wasn't expecting to happen that happened, and I think it was really clever the way it went about it. It showed like the development of a lot of the different characters, and I really like the way that they structured the episodes. So they're like the various leads that the police had, or people that were involved with the person who got abducted. Now, kind of similar, I haven't actually finished this one yet. I'm probably about halfway through it, but it's called Hit and Run. He gets hit with a sudden tragedy, hit and run like the title suggests, and he starts to think that maybe this wasn't just a tragic accident. It's a really clever series and the cinematography is top notch. Moving into fashion now. Recently I have been really trying to experiment with my fashion, which has been so much fun, like so much fun. I've been to kilo sales. I went with one of my friends to a kilo sale probably a week or two ago now, and I picked up some really amazing bits. I did a reel on it on my Instagram. Next up we have the rejects. These are just things that I've been loving, that I'm just really happy about recently. I'm going to start with a technology item because I recently bought myself a little camcorder. Now, I've been wanting to buy one for a long time. Now, this is going back years. Like, look how fun this is. I'm using this for a series that I'm starting called Camera Archives. Now, I've been wanting to start this series for months, but then I took a break and it just kind of got pushed to the back burner. But it is coming very soon. It's coming on Sunday. It's actually a really good little camcorder. I got it from Amazon. Would highly recommend. I will link it below if you want to check it out. I feel like a lot of people are getting camcorders for YouTube nowadays, and I kind of get why. They feel a bit more authentic, to be honest, at least to me anyway. Okay, next up. So I took a trip to London with my boyfriend at the end of August, and we had the best time. There's a couple of reels up on my Instagram if you want to see what we got up to. But one thing that we kind of decided, yeah, we need that. We need that, is Lego. Now, I'd forgotten Lego even existed. I'd forgotten it was even some form of like thing I could do as an adult, you know? And then I realised, you know, this is a bit of fun, this. And so I bought myself a Lego set. Now, I still need to do quite a lot on it, but I've got this little yellow Fiat 500. Now, I've also bought another set alongside this little car. Now, I bought the flower bouquet, which is very fun, it's very cool, and I'm really excited to build it, but I've told myself I need to do the car first because otherwise there's going to be Lego everywhere and I won't know where it belongs. That brought me a lot of joy, a lot of just childhood memories, and good vibes, really. There's a couple of other bits that I've got for this section. The first being this little notebook. Now, As most of you know, I use Notion a lot, but I felt like I was missing kind of like a practical way to put down my notes, you know? And so I have this little book. I've added a ton of stickers to it. I don't know how many you can see on there, but I just printed these off from Pinterest and stuck them on. This book actually is from Tesco. It was like £5. Basically what I've just been doing in here is writing down any to-do list that I have, doing some brainstorming, things like that, and it's been a lot of fun. And it feels very mine having the stickers on it. Like initially I was like, I don't want to put stickers on it, like I don't want to look like a 2015 Pinterest girl, but it looks cute and I'm not ashamed of it, and it's all like positive stickers, so I really like it. Now this is another super random thing to be including in a haul, but I got new glasses. Now I have had the same glasses for like a couple of years now, and my eyes, I went into my appointment thinking, no, my eyes are fine. Realistically, they've got a lot worse and my eyes had just convinced themselves that they could still see. But I got new glasses and they're pink and they're really cool, and I really like how I look in them, and I'm so happy I decided to buy some new ones, because I almost just kind of got really boring ones and I was like, do you know what, we're gonna have a bit of fun, we're gonna get the cool ones, and I'm really happy with them. I got a doormat. Why, you ask? I don't know. I am downstairs in the basement and I was like, do you know what, we'll get a little doormat, make it feel like I'm coming into my own little house as I come downstairs. And I love it. The colours, I'm really loving pink with red at the moment. It's like one of my favourite combinations. In design and in graphics, I am loving it. So that is definitely something you'll probably see. I thought that was cool, so I thought I'd include that as well. Bit random. Moving on to social media. Now, yes, I haven't been on social media, but that doesn't mean I haven't been watching. There have been so many people that I've watched over the past month that have really just reignited my love for creativity and YouTube content creation. There is so much I love about doing what I do, and I kind of had forgotten it. It's kind of just been like, yeah, I enjoy it, and not really been like, oh my god, I cannot wait to film, I cannot wait to like edit this. And I feel like taking some time off really helped me. But while I was taking this time off, I obviously needed a bit of inspiration. So these are the people that I love right now, whose videos are just consistently incredible. I'm gonna start with Ava Jules, because she has been my favorite influencer for a while now. Now her videos are just kiss. She seems like the loveliest person, and I really value that when I'm watching someone online. I'm like, I don't want them to be this fake kind of, oh, I'm a YouTuber. Like, no. She's been posting a lot about body positivity, mental health. I listened to her podcast episode on Pretty Basic, and I listen to that podcast all the time. I'll talk about podcasts in a minute. I listened to that episode and I absolutely loved it. I feel like she's just so articulate with what she goes about saying, and she has a very clear brand image, which is very hard to do on social media. Next person is Nuria Ma. I have absolutely been loving her content. Now, I only found her about, I want to say like 2-3 weeks ago, and I have binge watched so many of those videos. The videos are really good, and her fashion sense is incredible. So I've been really enjoying that. Like, as I said, I've been really experimenting with my fashion recently, and it's been really fun to watch some people who have such unique and creative fashion sense. Next up, we have Meg Hughes. I have been loving her content for the past probably 4 or 5 months maybe. I really think that she has got it down. She's got her brand image, she's got who she is, and I really am loving seeing her kind of evolve as a creator as well. Her videos just feel really comforting to me, and I think that's because I see like myself in her a lot. She's a film student, I have previously studied film, I was a media student. Yeah, I just love her style of editing as well. Her editing is beautiful, absolutely beautiful, and yeah, just a really comfort watch, definitely. Now I'm going to move into one of my favorite sections, which is podcasts. Now, podcasts for me are just, I listen to them all the time, I love them. I feel like I really relate to certain podcasters, and therefore I really enjoy their podcast. It feels like I'm like listening in on a conversation and really enjoying that conversation and listening to the advice that they're giving as well. So there have been a couple of episodes that I have actually really enjoyed, which is various podcasts that I've found. So here are a couple of episodes that I have screenshotted for this video. These were incredible, really insightful, and I thought it really taught me a lot about maybe people that I haven't really like delved into their personality or their life other than how I know them, and I felt like these episodes were really great. But I'm gonna talk you through some of my favourite shows that I listen to kind of religiously. So the first one is of course Emma Chamberlain's podcast called Anything Goes, and it is one of my favourite podcasts. She's very insightful, she knows what she's on about, and she knows kind of the industry and everything around that. So I think for me personally, I find it really interesting to listen to from her perspective as well. I definitely have been absolutely loving her podcast. I've listened to every episode. This episode in particular, can't remember the name off the top of my head, was really great, and I'd recommend anybody to listen to this. Another podcast that I absolutely love is It Goes Without Saying by Seffi and Wing. Now, I have only just started listening to this, but I've listened to like 20 episodes. Like, it is so good. They are so entertaining. I feel like they cover some really important topics sometimes, and I love the podcast art. That's what initially drew me to the podcast. I was like, this podcast art. As I mentioned earlier when I was talking about Ava Jules, a podcast that I've been listening to so much is Pretty Basic. I feel like everybody listens to this podcast, but it is incredible. I feel like the guests that they always have on are so well thought out. Like, I don't think they're like, oh, we'll get this person on for the sake of it. Like, every guest is really thought out and really says something so insightful from their perspective. I just love their vibe. It gives me so much energy just listening to their podcast, so an amazing one. Speaking of podcasts though, I am going to be rebooting Grow and Grind, my podcast. It will be up very soon, hopefully the week that you're watching this or the week after. So fingers crossed that you will be able to listen to it very soon. I have been kind of toying with ideas, and I recorded episodes, but I'm a bit rusty, so I've been trying to get myself better and like have a bit of practice before I record the first proper episode back. So stay tuned. I'm really excited to share. I'm really excited to just chat again. I've missed podcasting. I've missed this, you know. I haven't filmed or recorded anything in so long, and it feels so weird. It feels really odd to be back, but in the best way possible. Now, last but not least, is music. Now, I've really been into music recently. I feel like I'm usually either in a podcast mood or I'm in a music mood, and there's no in between. But recently I've been loving both, which has been incredible. I've really enjoyed it, and I thought I would just talk you through some of my favourite music at the moment. Now, as some of you know, I do create regular playlists on Spotify, so you can follow my Spotify. Here it is, and you can see what I am listening to at the moment, and just see what I've been loving. So there's been 3 playlists that I've been kind of going back and forth between. So the first one is Morning Dose of Serotonin. Now, this is a playlist I've created on my Spotify. It is all kind of about good vibes. Some of the songs, like the lyrics aren't that positive, but the song and the vibe of it and the energy I get from it is. So that is on the playlist, and I've been also loving 2 of the Spotify playlists. I've been loving Good Energy. I feel like this has been my go-to recently whenever I'm cooking, whenever I'm like, I don't know, writing or sketching or watching something and I need a little bit of background noise. Good Energy is really it. Like, I was editing a lyric video last week, and this was playing constantly in the background. And a playlist that I've been listening to for a while now, and like things get added and changed, is Text Me Back by Spotify as well. This playlist is quite pop and indie focused, I suppose, but those are 2 of my favourite genres. I feel like I quite like the chill sort of playlist, but also with the occasional like ooh, vibes all of a sudden. So yeah, those 2 playlists I've been loving as well. I'm going to put some songs on the screen that I've been absolutely loving at the moment. Again, I always forget names of songs, but here are some that are really great. Now, one that I've been particularly loving is by Victoria Canal, called Drama. Oh, it is fire. I've been playing it on repeat, and yes, I love it so much. I've also been loving Maisie Peters' new album, as probably many of you anticipated, because I am a stan. It's so good, so good. The melodies, are so good. But I particularly love Psycho, and I also really like Villain. That is probably my number one, is Villain, and then I like Psycho because it's just vibey. And I really like Brooklyn as well. That is also one of my favorites. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I really appreciate that you're here, and I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've found some new things that you want to look, watch, or hear. Anyway, I will see you all very soon with the first episode of Camera Archives, which I'm so excited to share with you, and to film and to edit and to be back doing what I love and to be also in just a better headspace. I'm so happy to be back. So thank you for sticking around, and I will see you very soon for another one. Bye guys.